There's been some really classic duos in all different genres, you know what I mean? Like, you don't think of Slash without Axl, and you don't think of Snoop without Dre. We have our own chemistry.
And Timbaland and Timberlake have been back in the lab together to create another song all over again for Justin's 6th studio album that Timbaland says is done. He tells Variety, everything sounds great. Now it's really on him, Justin, how and when he envisions it to come out. But it's done, and it's coming. It's been 5 years since we heard a new album from Justin. That was 2018's Man of the Woods. While Timbaland had a hand in 4 of the 14 tracks, including the awesome Sauce and the stunning Say Something with Chris Stapleton. It's the least he's been involved in a JT album. Now, since a lot of people thought Man of the Woods was Justin losing his way, he teamed up with the hitmaker producer to bring it back again. Sexy.
He knows exactly how to push you to do something you haven't quite done, but knows that you will fit so perfectly into the framework and that you'll, in turn, like, shine.
Timbaland helped Justin star shine right from his debut.
I mean, I basically came to you on Justified.
Yes, I think it was instant.
It was
chemistry.
instant.
When he made Justin cry, Mia River. On JT's sophomore follow-up, Future Sex Love Sounds, Timba produced 10 of the 12 tracks.
The first 3 songs that we did, the first one was What Goes Around.
Yes.
The second one was My Love. And the third one was Sexy Back.
I'm bringing sexy back.
Those 3 songs started a sound that I feel like went on for, humbly speaking, a whole decade.
Well, it's going to come around again because Timbaland tells Variety that the new album has the same feel of that blockbuster 2006 album. It's fun, Justin. It's like Future Sex Love Sounds, but nothing too heavy. Just giving you what you expect from us. 7 years later, the duo also wrote and produced all 10 tracks on Justin's The 2020 Experience Part 1, including Suit and Tie and Mirrors.
I don't wanna lose you now. I'm looking right at the other half of me.
And then all the 10 tracks on Part 2 of The 2020 Experience, including the awesome Drink You Away.
I can't drink you away.
Now in 2023, not only will Justin be releasing his first collection of music since the disappointing Man of the Woods, but also following a 5-year hiatus. So the guys know that people are going to be saying, I don't know, what you got?
We all grow through this point where we have a point to prove.
I feel like every time we take a break and then come back and do one of my next albums, what do you want to prove to yourself?
Yeah.
That's the mentality that starts to happen, and we push each other.
But I hope we just don't get another Pusher Love Girl. Now we did a rough estimate, and yeah, like the guys have made at least 40 songs together, and some of those have been mega hits.
Missed you on the charts last weekend. That's right, you wasn't there.
Can they together bring something familiar, but also something we haven't totally heard from them before? Timbaland gave us a taste of what they've been working on in December 2021.
This is crazy. You brought the baby back. You should put the baby on this. And little baby.
And the baby.
And the baby. Like,
And my baby.
and my baby.
Oh yeah, this was great.
I'm happy to hear that Timbaland says that they self-edited this time around, which they didn't really do on the 2020 Experience. Some of those songs just went on and on. But then I'm concerned about what their editorial approach was. Timbaland says, we had songs that maybe were too complicated, so we said we wanted to feel like Future Sex Part 2, so we did songs that will fit that. We don't need Part 2 of a 17-year-old album. No, we need Justin Timberlake's 6th studio album. But I'm giving them the benefit of the doubt because these guys are brilliant musicians, they're brilliant artists. I mean, beyond the songs that had that typical Timbaland feel, we also got songs like Blue Ocean Floor and Young Man and Losing My Way. So I'm definitely excited to hear what their chemistry created this time around. Thoughts?